Hello guys, this is Avcoor, and I want to talk about the new banner. A lot of people have made videos on this banner, and there are certain consensuses that have been made, and a lot of it I will agree with, and some of it I don't. There are just some things about this banner that speaks to the future of this game, and if you don't pay attention, you're going to miss it. So let's start with what this banner is about. It's a Halloween banner, and we all agree that the costumes are extremely good. They're extremely good. But let's start with Cloud first. And I want to clear up some things. This costume, where it comes from, is actually Metal Gear Solid. So if you played the game and you played Raiden, this is Raiden's gear. This is where this comes from. This is Raiden's attire. So for those people who don't know, even his sword is a reflection of Raiden's sword. So this is where Cloud is getting his motif. That's why deep down inside, I'm really partial to this costume, but I won't justify its importance to you. I'll only give you the raw facts. So let's start with Bandit Sword. It's a really good looking sword, but let's talk about what it does. Let's talk about Sanctuary. First of all, your magic defense is increased, potency mid, ranges all allies. This is base stats, duration 10 seconds. If you stack it, it extends to 3 more seconds. And its max potency is high, so you get the 3 stacks instead of the 2 stacks. And a magic heal is cast, potentially 4% of your healing potential. And it's all allies. For me, like, as a player, like, I play Barrett, so I use agitation, which raises the physical defense of all your party members. This actually pairs well with Barrett. So for me, it's Barrett's agitation, Cloud's sanctuary, and then it's easier for me to heal with Aerith. So for my overall team comp, this is good for me. But what I will say is not for everybody. Some people don't have Barrett. Some people are interested in very defensive comps. If you well, you don't have to play defense as much as a Dolphin or a free to play player. So this may not be for you. But overall, this game rewards buffs over debuffs. A lot of enemies that you'll see in like the higher tiers of gameplay, they're just immune to debuffs, so that doesn't work. And if you want to lower the stats of an opponent, then you're screwed, right? But if you raise your own stats, there's nothing blocking you from but beefing up your own stats. And for you to get this skill, I'm not gonna oversell it, but buffs are gonna be important later on. More so now as in Coupon Cave, I think buffs were really important in that. So I don't want to overlook this weapon. For me, this is something that I want to get. But let's look at his overall stats at max overboost. So you get high potential on magic defense. This is really important that you only need to cast it once to get max potency high. That's really good. And it's 14 seconds. The time is low though. That sucks to me. So you only get 14-second duration and you get a 4-second extension. That's really sucks. I don't like that. And potential 6 of healing potency, I don't like that either. But the overall buff is really strong. Boost HP is good on a second hand or main hand weapon, so that's important to have. So I like that. And boost ice resist is kind of meh. This is for the boss, the Dark Army leader. That's what it's for. But after that, it's not as important, so it's kind of meh. So let's look at what you're getting here. You get attack boost ice. I think this is really good. You get buff debuff extension. I think that's really good too. And attack boost is kind of meh. Yeah, it's kind of meh. I hate to say it. I'm surprised that the overall stats on this weapon is 518 on magic. That's really good. P attack is really low. Heal is all right for a healing weapon, not as good. So overall, it's a solid weapon, but it's not for everybody. Bandage coat is where things get interesting. If you ever look at my videos, I'll always say, if you're gonna build a healer, if you're gonna start with their costume, there's two stats you want. You want HP and you want heal. And that's why I'm getting pissed off with them not giving us the air healing costume that comes with boost HP and boost heal. It's coming. And I'm gonna roll for it. I'll just wail for that because this is a good costume. If somebody says this costume is meh, don't listen to them. The only argument they can say that this costume is bad is that Cloud is a DPS and that's all I want him to do. I don't want him to be a support unit. But if that's not the case, this is a super great piece of gear. For the simple fact you're getting two stats that you really want a healer. You want your healers to survive and you want your healer to heal. So this is really good. I'm probably gonna roll for this, even if I'm gonna roll for this costume. I'm sold on it. I'm sorry. I don't care what people think. I love it. So let's talk about Dark Heavens. This is really interesting to me. There's some things that I don't like about this costume, and there's some things that I do like. So let's go into the aesthetics. This costume is super, super, super good. I don't know where they drew influences from this. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know where this one came from, but it is super, super good. In fact, in my heart, if I had enough money, I would roll for both of these costumes. I really would. But let's talk about the weapon first. This is where people have a complaint. Dark Heavens is actually a really good weapon. Gale Strike, 440 physical wind damage is really solid. At base, this is really solid at base. Not even invested. And you get boost physical attack and boost wind potential. Excuse me. But this is the problem. We've all built Sephiroth for magic attack. I know I have. I've actually built material for this guy for magic attack. And this is the path we in the community thought they were going with Sephiroth. So we thought young Sephiroth is going to do magic attack and older Sephiroth would do both. That's what would make older Sephiroth better than young Sephiroth. Young Sephiroth was limited to one type of attack. So he was just going to do magic. And that's fine because we actually really need a dedicated magic attacker outside of Aerith. So that's good. But they dropped this weapon and now we have to question things. What are they going to do with Sephiroth? That is the next weapon that comes out for Sephiroth. Young Sephiroth going to be another physical weapon. If that's the case, then the tier list is going to change and you're going to see Sephiroth rise even higher. Probably just surpass Cloud because if nothing else, this dude is a great DPS. So that's what I'm curious about this weapon. Are they going to go for a physical Sephiroth? Is the next weapon that comes out, is it going to be physical? Because if he has two physical weapons, then it really allows him to be a really good physical DPS. And what if that happens to be water or earth or something? There's a lot of questions going on with Sephiroth when they drop a weapon like this because the overall plan for this character is subject to change now. So just watch out for that. So let's look at the stats at max. So at max, you're getting to 800, which is really good. 40 P attack is incredible. Wind boost potential is incredible. This is a solid weapon, and I'm gonna have to say this, and it hurts me to say this, but if you're really serious about this banner, Sephiroth is the more prized possession, and I'm gonna talk about that in a couple of minutes. Why he is the most prized possession. So let's continue. So support material, he has everything he wants on his support material for a physical weapon. You got P attack boost, and sigil boost. Everything he wants on a physical base attack weapon. This weapon is perfect for what you want it to do. So let's look at Dark Harbinger. Dark Harbinger is giving him the stats that he wants. HP is a stat that you want either on your equipment, which means either weapon, either your main hand or secondary weapon, or your clothes. So don't be disappointed that you don't see attack here. He's getting a lot of attack from his weapon. This is giving him a really good even spread. This is a really, really good piece of gear. It kind of sucks, but it is really, really good. Really good. Once again, they show young Sephiroth so much love, and it's just the way things are. There's nothing you can do about it. This piece of gear is incredible. So, why do you think I would choose Sephiroth over Cloud? There's a obvious reason for it. So, let's go into party, right? Let's go into solo party. So look at my win team. Okay, so I build a win team and I want to kill win enemies. I have Aerith here already with a win weapon. So she has her costume, which has Wind Strike Arcanum on it. And she has a weapon that has Wind Boost potential. So I have one win character right here already. So I'm looking at another character that I would cut, that I would replace in order to put another unit here that can do win. And sadly, obviously, it would be Barrett. So I cut Barrett out. But who would I replace him with? And it becomes obvious that it would be Sephiroth. Because on this win team, I would have Aerith, I'd have Sephiroth, both of them dealing wind damage. And any character out of that would be just a character that would support them. Because they'd be my two main DPSs. And the fact that we would have access to two characters that can both do wind damage allows you to secure a win-based team for later content. So that's why Sephiroth is the prize of this banner. Because if you summon, which you should have, and you got Aerith's gear, then you already have one win unit. But if you summon Sephiroth and get his gear, you have two win units. And that's all you really need in order to make a win-based team to clear win-based content. You have two units already. I mean, it's kind of weird that they would like dump two units with win-based weapons and with win boost in their costume, but they did that. And it's kind of an opportunity that you as a player, if you're really looking at it, shouldn't pass up. The last piece of advice I'll give is wait. Let's see what they do with Glenn. Let's see what they do with Zack. Let's see what they do with these characters, because if one of them comes out with an Arcanum skill, then we're both, all of us are going to have to look at that. So this is a good banner, but it lasts till November 7th, so we all can wait. Don't rush it. But anyways, if you like my content, hit the like, share, subscribe button. I'll get back to you. Have a great day, and goodbye.